I'm most probably the last person you should talk to about motor cars. Why? Because I don't drive. I've never driven. But I've had a car for 25 years. The only car I've ever had is a Range Rover.
I'd always associated Land Rover and Range Rover with adventure, with excitement. It wasn't ever just a journey, it was always more than that. It was always like a little expedition. As a teenager, I loved following the Camel Trophy, and you see these yellow Range Rovers going through the jungle. I remember maths, because my maths folder was a Camel Trophy folder with a yellow Range Rover on the front, so that to me was the highlight. That's all I remember really from maths, so that was as far as it went.
And a Range Rover to me is something very special. It's my office. I travel over 100,000 miles a year, but when I'm not working, the Range Rover plays a very important role in my life. It enriches my life like you would never believe. If I'm fishing, everything fits inside my car, including my dog, Clive. When I'm driving through those terrains, some of them very rough, in all elements of weather, it does the job. It keeps me dry, it keeps me warm, but most importantly, it keeps me safe and brings me home every night.
I think for me the wonderful thing about Range Rover is it's a vehicle that does everything really well. You know, I can drive to a speaking engagement in the middle of the city in black tie and look absolutely at home, and I can drive to a training expedition on the Scottish Highlands, even go up the Arctic Circle, drive back again through the car wash, and it's right as rain. It's amazing how often you come across Range Rovers in the most unlikely of places. You know, I've seen them in Svalbard, off the north coast of Norway, a little island inside the Arctic Circle. I've seen them in South Africa on game reserves. I've seen them in the middle of Manhattan in New York, you know, all over the place. China, Hong Kong last year. So it's exciting to me to see the brand, you know, genuinely admired, you know, around the world as this sort of British icon, I think, of what's possible. It's got this wonderful air about it, you know. It's not sort of brash or in your face or bling. It's got this wonderful kind of British, understated sort of authority, and it's a car that it feels great to drive, makes you feel great to drive, and I'm proud to be involved with it.
It's the perfect motor car. That's why I love Range Rovers, and there'll never be another car for me.